You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Broadcasting victory. WZYE family rise up, it's a brand new gospel day. Let's Mr. Wall Street, hallelujah. Uncle Tommy, yes Lord. All the WZYE family, protect them Jesus. All the viewers, callers, chatters, wave your hands if you believe. Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad style, receive WZYE 95.9 FM. The whole world can see God is moving, God is moving, God is moving here today. Oh, thank you, Jesus, for WZYE. Bless the family, Trinidad style, 95.9, all the way to heaven. Amen, 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 amen.
The body bona, the bona, the bona, the bona, the bona. Yellow chan can lona, the bona, the bona. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag, she bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad business of the Iron Lady rain. Hey, mountain come. Bona, the body bona, the bona, the bona, the bona, the bona. Yellow chan can lona, the bona, the bona. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag, she bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad business of the Iron Lady rain. Hey, mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, she come from the struggle. No, the poor man feel pocket empty, light be lie, but she nah kneel. Open the door for the youth, them give them hope and chance. Build school, build road, give every pitney a dance. Them say economy dead, she say watch me now. Bring back the jobs, make the dollar run through. From Laventil to Cedros, from Tobago shore. She feeding the hungry, she open every door. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Come like the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag, she bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Persad, Bissessa, the Iron Lady Rain. Hey. Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, Trinidad champion, hey. Trinidad champion, Trinidad. Them try back, she down, try shake, she foundation. But she stand like Everest, pure determination. Caring for the children, no more hungry belly cry. Books in them and future bright like blue sky. She willing fi fight, she willing fi bleed. For every Trini soul, every single need. Oil money flowing, tourism boss again. Trinidad and Tobago with the boss of the chain. No more begging no island, we leading the pack. Kamla the general, we marching right back. She fly straight to USA, link up with Trump. Sit down like boss, no time for no stamp. Talk for the people, talk for the land. Come back with the pen, we go right all the wrong. And sign off the deals, make the money rain hard. Economy jump up, no more so fired. Poor man get house, children get light. She rewrite the future, make everything right. That pen in she hand like Excalibur blade. Kamla the queen, know the whole world afraid. She strong, she wise, she love we fi true. From the ghetto to the mansion, she there for me and you. One voice, one nation, one Trinidad queen. 23 seats and beyond, she living the dream. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Superpower Caribbean, watch the whole world shake. She get the pen, she right the wrong. Now we on top, eh. Mountain Kamla, Trinidad and Tobago, we back on top again, eh. Trumping champion, Kamla, Kamla, Trinidad forever. Yeah, PNM propaganda fire upon that. Yeah. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. I was ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, you see that. Laventil bar, New Jersey breed. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the track, the callers, the viewers. Whole night, we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago, nah late. From Laventil Hills to Jersey streets to rise. Silent assassin with the microphone, cutting lies like a knife. WZYE 95.9, the station with the real ones tune in. Bubble heads talking nonsense, but Wall Street drop the facts and win. Fraud of the week, they get exposed, no filter, no gloves. They are the real runner, freedom fighter pushing from above. Chatters light up, callers, boss, viewers locking strong. Uncle Tommy in the building, propaganda done, you hear the song. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. Always ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, yes, yeah, that. Laventil born, New Jersey breed. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. All night, we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and and Tobago.
Yeah, them frauds attack, them bubble heads are shit. Wall Street drop knowledge like a 45, not fear. From love and kill to the word, the silent wanna speak. Freedom fighter in the night, the truth where the people seek. WZYE 95.9, the frequency we control. Call us bust the line, chapters bust the pole. We're ready for the war, ready for the fight. Set the record straight every single night. Is it? We originate, not imitate. The silent assassin don't talk. Now the fucks are regular. Big up every Trini, every Tobagonian, every listener on the wave. Uncle Tommy, Mr. Wall Street. Love until to Jersey we brave. Mr. Wall Street, what? Man with the facts. Always ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, yes it does. Rest it. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Yes. Real runner, freedom fighter, Uncle Tommy, the silent assassin breed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers, all night. We originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. And Tobago. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Whatever. We moving up, straight to the top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Run and tell everybody a change has finally come. We fix it TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody the work has just begun. We build it TNT. UNC will get it done. So whatever. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Run and tell everybody the best is yet to come. We shaping TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody together we are one. We grow in TNT. UNC will get rid of it. Up, straight to the top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. We say, oh, whatever. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. UNC will get it done. UNC has just begun. UNC for everyone. UNC is love.
Let me say a special happy Sunday To all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners, of course, ladies and gentlemen, Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington U, and WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. and on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And of course, we are back with you at Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And today you can reach us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And today, folks, until my co-host join me, Uncle Tommy, I'll be flying solo until then. So, folks, let me say a pleasant welcome to you all and happy Sunday. And as you all know, Sunday, already got my breakfast. Yeah, today was an easy day. I only did 4 miles today, easy day. But I had, how much people did I have today, boy? 3, 4, 5. I had 5 different clients that I had to train this morning. So it was a busy morning. 5 of them, 3, 4, 5. No, 6 of them. 6 of them. Yeah, 6. So, running Development Academy, producing the next athletes of tomorrow. One of these days, boy, one of these days, I would like to be the head coach at Trinidad and Tobago Olympic team. All you know how that's thing big, right? One of these days, I want to be the head coach at Trinidad and Tobago Olympic team. I said earlier in one or two of these programs, right, that I want to be the athlete of the year in Trinidad and Tobago. Athlete of the year, not Masters athlete of the year. Masters is for men 40 and over. I want to be the male athlete of the year. And I also want to be the male Masters athlete of the year. I just think big. And I just tell people, don't let my confidence interfere with your insecurity. For this story, I think you only have for this story. So I was talking to my wife yesterday, and she telling me something. And all of a sudden, I hear she repeat, she'll call me Slim. Slim, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. I say, wait. I say, where you get that quote from? Oh, God. Because we have people in this chat where if you think education is expensive, try ignorance is their mantra. That is their mantra, And the miseducation of the PNM, that is exactly what happened to many of these people. They've been so badly miseducated. Right? But folks, the big thing in the news now, I just see today that Randall Mitchell want to question what UNC 2025 campaign funding. Randall Mitchell, what, that is the most dotishology, stupidology, foolishology, madology, nincompoopology that I ever heard. You want to question the UNC campaign financing. Okay. All right. So let me question the PNM finance campaign too now. Let me question the PNM too now. And I guarantee you, right? Because I see Stefan Ruiz did a video. And the video makes sense, eh? The man say, I went into the grocery store. Let me go say you go to Macy's or you go to Price Mart. It's Price Mart or Price Club. Whichever one it is. Which one of them prices it is. And when you go there and you buy stuff, you get a receipt. Simple. I go in the thing, unless you're thieving thing. I go in, I buy aloes, I buy some dongs, I buy some chenet, I buy some Julie Mango, I buy some Tulum, I buy some Tambran ball, I buy some Benet ball, right? I get a receipt. Simple. And just in case you go out the door and they come to check to make sure you buy it, you could show your receipts. Simple. So for the PNM building an edifice of 100 and something million, you should have bank accounts, you should have canceled checks, you should have all these checks and balances to show that you paid for the building. Simple. That ain't no hard work. So we spent 100 million, right? We went by Bagua Singh, we spent $1 million, right? We went by whoever else, we spent the next 5 million. This contractor put up the roof, we pay him $1 million, and all you have all the receipts. Why is that so difficult? Why it's so difficult for you all to understand that you have all the receipts? But I'm going to play a video for you. Let me go to the chat first. I want to play a video for you. And I want you to listen to the words of the former. You know what? Let me play that video now. I want you all to listen to these words. And we're going to get to the chat. I just want to play this for you. Listen to what the former said. Eh? This is what the former stated. Listen to this. Let me get this video for you. And then we're going to get to the chat. Right? Listen to this.
The People's National Movement launched its 60th anniversary celebrations at WZYE House in Port of Spain last evening with a gala ceremony which acknowledged the party's pioneers from 1956. The Prime Minister also took the opportunity to announce plans for restoring the PNM headquarters.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said the People's National Movement's members here and abroad are raising funds for the restoration of WZYE House and the construction of a new administrative complex on the site.
We announced that we are about to turn the sod for the commencement of construction of our Dr. Eric Williams Memorial Building on this site.
The Prime Minister added that soil testing on the site would have begun immediately following last evening's celebrations, noting that Trinidadians living in the US and the UK would financially support the project.
There are citizens abroad in London and elsewhere who have taken responsibility to assist us in these projects, to build WZYE House and to renovate, repair and restore the old building as we build the new administrative complex.
According to Dr. Rowley, the multi-storied building would have more than one purpose.
We will do so in the presence of a magnificent building. You see a picture of it across there, which our new building, one part of it would be our administrative complex, and the other part would be a commercial opening onto the street behind me.
The Prime Minister said the new PNM headquarters will be named the Dr. Eric Williams Memorial Building. Terry Ann Brown, C News.
So folks, very simple, right? Very simple. Let me say people abroad donated money to the PNM. Let me say that. They donate money. Don't they have to wire our money to the PNM? If they have to wire that money, the PNM should have bank account showing all this money coming in to the bank account. Unless they send our money down in a crocker's bag. Because you know, they know crocker's bag in Trinidad and Tobago. You could send money in crocker's bag these days. So maybe the PNM got a crocker's bag of money that they didn't have to account for. Right? Or, based on what the former say, I call him the Lion King. The Lion King. Because he does lie so much. As I tell you all, 36 years ago before I get married, my mother-in-law said a lie has no memory. So if the Lion King said people from abroad donated to the WZYE, the new WZYE building and the Eric Williams building, just show the receipts. The receipts will be there. Or they should have no problem showing them receipts. Inquiring minds want to know. So show the receipts. Simple. Show the people the receipts and give the people confidence that you guys raised that money, 100 and something million, to build WZYE House. That ain't no different. But folks, you know they want to blame the UNC government for this. the TTPS decided to do an investigation. The TTPS decided to do an investigation, and all Penny and them had to do is to just show the receipts. But folks, let me tell you something. I tell you now, only a secret. Only a secret. If all you didn't know, a little red booty boy will spend my left ear. They say, only no Penny was out of the country. Look at this. They say Penny was at a breakfast yesterday in New York. A red booty sent me this, you know. July the 11th. Penny was in a breakfast with Yvette Clark, Celia Bino, right? Terrence Blackman, and Jumin Williams. She was in a breakfast. I wonder if that breakfast was a P&M breakfast, boy, or a fundraiser for the P&M. I wonder if Penny gonna disclose that this was a fundraiser, and because you had also pay to go in there. But I was gonna crash it, you know. But I said, nah, boy, nah. She might make me out. So, folks, asking a question. Anybody know Penny was out of the country? Did you all know that? Look, breakfast, boy, Unity breakfast. The Caribbean Diaspora United. A little red booty sent me this, eh? They say, boy, Professor, don't tell nobody I sent it to you, you know. But look, Penny out of the country, boy. Look, Professor. I say, way, boy. In a breakfast, you know. Penny, we want to know. We want to know, Penny. We want to know how much money you raise. And Randall Mitchell talking about campaign financing. Randall, we want to know if Penny raised any money in that breakfast. Inquiring minds want to know. I know they want to know, boy. You're surprised, eh? Look, boy, Penny in a little breakfast. Oh, God, Penny. Me, I stay in all of that bacchanal and confusion, eh? I not getting involved in that. I stay. Anyway, let me go to the chat, folks. I staying out of that P&M bacchanal. Yeah. That bacchanal and confusion. Yeah? We go to the chat. Let me see what's first in the chat today. Hey. Partner Batos, boy. Batos here inside, boy. Batos was first in the chat. So, folks, I'm not sure if Tommy will be joining us today, but I could go solo. All I know it is. Batos said good day to WZYE and all the villagers. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe. Correct is right. Kamini, welcome. Good day, Uncle Tommy and Walls. Good day to you, Kamini. Anthony followed out the E. Good morning, Wall Street, Tommy, and all in the chat. Yeah, boy. I was an early one this morning, you know. Because I don't know when I get early, I don't go out and do my little thing. I don't go out and, you know, do my little few miles so I could get my high. Good morning, Walls, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. Morning to you. Uranus. Blessed day to Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and family. Same to you. Bennett Thomas, a pleasant welcome to you. Good afternoon, Professor Walsh, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. Welcome to you, Bennett. Angie, what is the weather like in Canada? Good afternoon, Walsh, Uncle Tommy, and everyone in chat today. It's a glorious Sunday. Hope you all are surrounded by its blessings. Yeah, man, it's a glorious Sunday today. And Joe, a pleasant and happy Sunday to Professor Walsh, Uncle Tommy, and each and everyone in live chat. I'm looking forward for a great and interesting show today. Boy, we have a great and interesting show today, right now. No doubt about it. Cookie Eye Volsang, welcome. I'm going back, Cookie Eye, yes. Good afternoon, Walls, Uncle Tommy, and the chat. Come with the fire. Come in with the fire. It's fire. Fire. In she wire. Oh, yo. Ay. Ishwa Singh, blessings, Professor, Uncle Tommy, and all in the Everton Lewis, welcome. Blessings, Professor, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village, chat, wherever you are. Let's hear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, especially related to the politics. Much regard. Yeah, that's what we do, man. We bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Michael, good afternoon, people of WZYE. Welcome, callers, listeners, supporters, viewers. It was Professor Warshik and Tommy. How are you doing, Michael? Jenny C. Paul, good afternoon. A rainy day in TNT, boy. Rainy day in TNT. You know, I say rainy day in Georgia. Michael say, come on, boy, get the program started. Yeah, man. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. Good afternoon, Warshik, Uncle Tommy, my friends on the village chat. Yeah. Capitan say, it's rain in the place, boy. Joan, good afternoon. Good evening, everyone watching from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to you, Joan. Just Cool. Good afternoon, Wall Street. Tommy Batos, Anthony, 6615 BT, Navan Sang Anna. Same to you. Same to you. Same to you. Same to you. Anthony said, look, the people, the Queen of the Caribbean. Who's that, Kamala? Hey, Santa Cruz, don't take on Capitan, no. Don't take on Capitan. Leave Capitan. Peter Sammy, yes, my brothers. I'm in Sandy Grande. It's raining here. Hey, Peter, you home, boy? You home? Monty Steele, welcome. Hi, good day, evening to everyone to the WZYE TV chat. Hi to the host, Anthony Ball and Marshall Nesbitt in the studio. Welcome to you, Monty Steele. How are you going? Miss Santa Cruz says, good afternoon, friends who are now joining on this rainy Sunday afternoon. Weather nice here in Florida now. Peter Sammy say, preparing to visit the sister island, boy. That's Tobago, boy. Great Tobago. Oh, God. Angela Darius, welcome. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday to you too, Angela. Michael Scotland, welcome. Evening all to all the village with Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, WZYE. Monty, although take on Capitan, and leave Capitan. Yeah, Capitan. Leave Capitan. All worrying about Capitan. Phoenix. Phoenix 1010. Although don't take on Capitan. Don't take on Captain Singh. I tell you all here. Although don't worry Captain Singh. Don't worry Captain Singh. Riaz, welcome. Blessed evening to all. Don't let Capitan get earlier in a tizzy. Don't let Capitan. Don't let him get earlier in a tizzy. Don't let Capitan get earlier in a tizzy. Monty Steele, yeah. Isaac Basdio. Well, let's say hello to Isaac. Isaac Basdio. Good afternoon, Washington, Uncle Tommy. Say hello to Basdio. Basdio, welcome. Anthony say, Washington, you can't expect anything sensible from PNM former MPs. Just go say, here lies, that is lie. Monica Ramkison, welcome. Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy. Professor Warshik and chat. Evening to you, Monica. I tell you, don't take on Captain Singh. Leave, don't worry with Captain. Mavis Ali, welcome. So true, brothers. WZYE give them PNM Lion Rowley. Let the whole world see that Rottweiler. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, right. Good afternoon, Winston McKenzie. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, viewers, blessed evening, lockdown, Bishop McKenzie. Welcome, Bishop. Robin Sukraj, pleasant good afternoon, everyone locked on from Tortola, Beaches, Virgin Islands, boy. The BVI, boy, nice place to work. Nice place. Well, if all ever got a chance, go to Beaches, Virgin Islands, yeah? George Ramdeen, good afternoon to you, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, blessing brothers, welcome to you. Michael Oliver says, make Balize House home for the homeless. Cut it up in rooms. Amen. You know, it's very simple. Eh? It's very simple. If all you spend 100 and something millions, all you should have all the receipts. Right? All the receipts. Show your wealth. Show where you get the money from to build Balize House. Why is that so difficult? I don't think that's difficult. I don't think that should be a problem. The small man had to show where he get his money from. The small man had to show it. So what? Only bigger and badder, eh? And I'm gonna tell you something, right? So I did a little research, and I tried to figure out how much acres of land the building on the corner of Duncan and Independence Square was on, right? The former Workers' Bank building. It was on 0.5 something acres of land. So let me say half an acre. A land, right? Half an acre. Half an acre. Now, all you remember, them fellas get 250 acres, which was about the equivalent of 45 million US. And they have another one where they got a certain amount of acres, and it may have cost like 45 million, and they was only paid 22 million. That is the P&M. That is the P&M. Which small man could get that kind of deal in Trinidad and Tobago? Which one of the voters, them voters at the P&M, could get that kind of deal in Trinidad and Tobago? Which one? Anybody could help me here? Which voter that puts the P&M in power could get that kind of deal that them get for that land? Which one? Or they could name anyone that even received, let me not say, not even 450 acres, but anyone receive about 50 acres from the P&M? We know for a fact that David Mohammed get land from the UNC under Prime Minister, when the PPP was in power, right? They get land. He get land to put up what he have there now. By the way, since we at it, so folks, I'm looking for some help here. Give me about 2 or 3 places, right, where the supporters of the P&M benefited from land that was given to people that look like the supporters of the P&M. 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Maybe you might be able to come up with one. Just give, because I'm asking questions down here. 2 or 3 places, land that was given to P&M supporters, right, in order for them to put something up, right? I mean, when we talk about, we could talk about places like if Pantrinbago gets something, if the Emancipation Support Committee gets something, them type of organization gets something from the P&M, right, in order for them to put something up. Let me continue with the chat. Chris Suko. Hi, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and everyone in the village chat. Blessings to everyone. This is Shaman. Shaman, welcome. Chandra Ragbear, welcome. Good afternoon, everyone on the live. Good afternoon to you. Martin Wallace, where you joining us from, Martin? I want to say hello to Martin. Rain can't stop the UNC and KPB. Correct is right. Correct is right, Martin. Say hello to Martin. Just School said this PNM reject Amy Brown as lie and spew misinformation on the media conference, which we has the same old crap every time. Don't pay them fellas no attention. Waste of time. Yeah. Hey, Bolsang, I tell her to leave Capitan. Capitan mixed up his meds again. Oh, God. Just go say, everyday PNM getting more and more irrelevant. Really and truly. Angie say, well, she is 26 degrees Celsius and comfortable in house. Hope you're staying cool. Yeah, cool, yeah. Semantics, welcome. How are you? Monica Rampi soon say, no receipts for raffle tickets. Oh, I mean, listen now. Just, and don't forget about this, eh? The former AG, the one who said, is that the one who said she didn't pass maths? Is that the one? I think so, eh? Said that 2 days before the election, she never signed off on that lease for them fellas and them, the 1%ers and them. Yeah? Yeah. No, every time I think about it, boy, every time I think about the Lavantil to Washington Empowerment Center, and I think about all our land, them fellas and them leasing for next to nothing. And that empowerment center was for the people who supporting the PNM. Right? How could that be, boy? How could always support a party like that, boy? How? How, boy? In this day and age. Folks, another few minutes and then we're going to go for the break. Let me continue with the chat here. Michael Scotland said the PNM crying the country down whole day. But don't worry, the sunshine UMC will brighten our days ahead. Better days are coming, man. Byron Bash, welcome. Oh God, I tell all of the worry. Monica Rampi soon, only the 1% get land. For Sadaram, not. Good day, guys. You know, I don't understand something, eh? Yeah, they even gave up Punch and Bagel land. I don't understand something, boy. I really and truly don't understand something before we go for the break. How could it be that most of the supporters of the PNM look like me? Yet, most of the people who benefit from the PNM being in power don't look like me. I don't understand that. How could that be? How could that be? Somebody, only help me with this now. How could it be that you constantly put in a party in power and you've put them in power the most in the history of Trinidad and Tobago? Yet, what about economic development, economic empowerment, economic inclusion, and access to capital for Black people and Black businesses in Trinidad and Tobago? But folks, we're going to take that quick break. It's Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Lavantil to Scarborough, whether you're in your You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged. Hey, tell them Kamala say, he and them dead. Petrochin workers say.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Oh, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stuart.
All right, folks, we're back with you. Little technical difficulties there. It's Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. So, folks, let me just give you guys some of the things that the government have been accomplishing. And, you know, sometimes we kind of lose focus on all the other things that's happening in Trinidad and Tobago. But, you know, we want to stay focused on some of these good things that are happening in the country, right? So take a listen to this, folks. These are some of the good things that are happening in Trinidad and Tobago with the government leading these initiatives. Take a listen.
Boosting our energy sector, oil production set to rise. Minister Dr. Rudal Moon-Nilal has announced a promising turnaround for our oil sector, with production projected to climb to 74,600 barrels per day by 2029. After years of decline, this forecast shows a meaningful recovery starting in 2027. Production is expected to rise from 57,300 barrels per day in 2026 to 62,100 barrels per day in 2027. This growth signals a stronger, more sustainable future for Trinidad and Tobago. Protecting our nation's children. $36 million debt cleared. In a major step toward accountability and improved service delivery, the Ministry of the People, Social Development and Family Services has successfully settled over $36 million in audited outstanding debts for the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago. These funds, presented by Minister Vandana Mohit, cover essential operational and contractual obligations dating back to 2019, including security services, over $31.2 million for various security providers, facility works, approximately $2.9 million for the National Care and Empowerment Center. Janitorial services, nearly $1.9 million for cleaning services. By settling these inherited debts, the ministry is ensuring that the Children's Authority can continue its vital work of safeguarding the welfare of our most vulnerable citizens without disruption. This move also helps the authority avoid potential litigation, reinforcing the government's commitment to transparency, accountability, and the protection of our children. Expanding care across the Caribbean, TNT offers regional medical support. Prime Minister Kamla Persad is leading efforts to reduce the cost of medical care for our Caribbean neighbors. Key initiatives include affordable prosthetics. The Trinidad and Tobago National Prosthetic Center will now provide prosthetic limbs to CARICOM nationals, offering a significantly more affordable alternative to international options that can range from $3,000 to $120,000. Medical expertise. Trinidad and Tobago has expressed its willingness to provide fully trained doctors to support the region's healthcare systems. Specialized care. The Couva Children's Hospital is now available to provide specialized care to citizens across the region. We are working together to address regional challenges while strengthening our ties. Additionally, regional leaders are reviewing the Common External Tariff, CET, on basic food items to help further reduce the cost of goods for citizens. Strengthening bonds. U.S. TNT partnership delivers healthcare benefits. Prime Minister Kamla Persad recently praised the enduring partnership between Trinidad and Tobago and the United States, highlighting its positive impact on our healthcare system. The successful United States dental readiness training exercise at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex provided essential services, including cleanings, fillings, and extractions, to citizens across the country. This collaboration continues to evolve, delivering tangible improvements in public health and institutional capacity. $800 million sovereign bonds secured. Trinidad and Tobago has successfully closed $800 million sovereign bond in the U.S. market, achieving a remarkable 400% oversubscription. This represents the strongest investor reception for a bond issue since 2013. Key highlights of this milestone include strong investor confidence. The offering drew massive interest, reflecting deep appetite and confidence in the country's credit standing. Strategic maturity. The bond features a 12-year tenor, a deliberate move to better align with the nation's long-term financing strategy. Fiscal management. Proceeds are earmarked to repay existing notes due in August 2026, with the remainder supporting general budgetary purposes. This successful transaction effectively reprices our yield curve and underscores the international community's trust in our economic trajectory. When UNC wins, everyone wins.
So, folks, there you have it. There you have it. Some of the major accomplishments the past few weeks here under the current government. Yeah. Some major accomplishments under the current UNC government this past few weeks here, right? But it's not only that, folks. There's a lot more. There's a whole lot more. And
government signs 3 U.S.
If we don't bring it to you, sometimes it's hidden. Sometimes the news decide they want to hide it. They want to hide it. They want to hide it. They want to bring it. So the government signs 3 MOUs, right? 3 MOUs. Take a listen.
Government signs 3 U.S. agreements focused on AI, data centers, and steel. UNC government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Kamla Persad, has signed 3 memoranda of understanding with United States organizations that could pave the way for more than $5 billion in potential investment. Executive branch. The agreements focus on data center development, artificial intelligence infrastructure, and the revival of the iron and steel plant at Point Lezis. The memoranda establish frameworks for cooperation between the government and 3 United States companies, with the projects remaining subject to due diligence and further negotiations. The first agreement, with Ernst & Young LLP, provides a framework for the development of a proposed 300-megawatt data center and supporting infrastructure. A second memorandum with Hummingbird AI Holdings covers a proposed 150-megawatt artificial intelligence infrastructure and data center facility, with the potential to expand to 500 megawatts. Initial commercial operations are targeted for the first quarter of 2028, pending the outcome of due diligence and the advancement of the project. The third agreement, with Pinnacle Steel and Vanadium Corporation, establishes a framework for discussions on the refurbishment, recommissioning and operation of the iron and steel plant at Point Lezis. Government says the project could also position Trinidad and Tobago to enter the strategic vanadium market. Together, the initiatives represent potential investment exceeding $5 billion and are expected to create more than 5,000 skilled and semi-skilled jobs while supporting economic diversification and the expansion of high-value industries. Investing. The announcements come one day after Trinidad and Tobago recorded its largest bond oversubscription since issuing its first benchmark-size bond in 2013. They also follow Moody's decision last month to revise the country's rating outlook from negative to stable while affirming its Ba2 rating and the government's agreement with the World Bank Group 2 months ago to establish a permanent office in Port of Spain to expand access to financing, technical expertise, and private sector investment. Government says these developments form part of its broader strategy to attract investment and strengthen economic growth.
There you have it, folks. There you have it. More great work being done by the current government, right? More great work, and what we continue to be interested in is highlighting the great work that's being done by the government. This outstanding work that's being done by the government. Yeah? And they continue to do great things. But you know what? People don't want to focus on that, you know. They don't want to focus on that. They want to focus on all the other things that, you know. But there's more, you know. There's more.
PM praises U.S.
Listen to this. There's more. We're giving it to you all in abundance, eh? Take a listen.
PM praises U.S. partnership after dental mission. By Cajun Haynes. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has praised the strong relationship between Trinidad and Tobago and the United States, saying the partnership continues to deliver tangible benefits in healthcare and other key sectors. Speaking yesterday at the closing ceremony of the United States Dental Readiness Training Exercise at the Dental Hospital of the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex, Persad-Bissessar thanked the U.S. government, the U.S. Embassy, and U.S. Southern Command for their continued support. She described the exercise as another example of the enduring partnership between the two countries, built on mutual respect, shared democratic values, and a commitment to improving the lives of citizens. The Prime Minister said the collaboration extends beyond healthcare to security, disaster preparedness, education, trade, and energy, adding that it continues to evolve while delivering measurable benefits to both nations. Persad-Bissessar pointed to previous joint initiatives, including the 2025 visit of the USNS Comfort, which provided specialist consultations, surgeries, professional training, and capacity-building opportunities for thousands of people. She also thanked the United States for donating medical equipment to the Port of Spain General Hospital and the San Fernando General Hospital, saying the equipment strengthened diagnostic capabilities and improved patient care. She also credited support from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and other agencies with helping to strengthen Trinidad and Tobago's public health system. Referring to the week-long dental exercise, Persad-Bissessar said citizens across the country benefited from essential dental services, while a parallel veterinary program with the Ministry of Agriculture reflected a shared commitment to the One Health approach. She said the mission demonstrated that international cooperation can strengthen healthcare systems, build institutional capacity, and improve lives. Earlier, Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo described the humanitarian mission as more than an outreach exercise, calling it a demonstration of what countries can achieve when they work together. Bodo stressed that oral health is a critical part of overall health and said access to timely dental care protects health, preserves dignity, and improves quality of life. He said the mission delivered examinations, cleanings, fillings, and extractions to people who may have faced barriers to treatment, providing immediate relief from pain and restoring confidence for many patients. The minister also said the Ministry of Health continues to strengthen public oral health care by expanding access to dental services, promoting preventive care, and supporting oral health education programs, particularly for children. Bodo also hinted that dental services could receive additional funding, telling the Prime Minister there might be a surprise in the budget with a new allocation for dental care and keeping with the government's policy priorities.
See, there you go. More help coming to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That's what it's about, folks. At the end of the day, we can talk and we can say whatever we want, but these things are significant, right? Especially for people who cannot afford it, especially for those who can't afford it. Let me go back to the chat here. Ole, I tell Ole. Correction, Wall Street. PNM people don't want to see the good things the government is doing, too much hate in them. PNM want to sell out the country. Real Deal says PNM want to sell out the country to their friends. The property tax was the perfect example by wanting to tax residential properties and leave out commercial properties because of their friends. Correct is right. I don't know why you all they want to tax people first before they tax commercial properties. Dr. Shyam, welcome. Semantics say the economists jumping up now to talk about the bond and the interest rate. They now have a problem with the government borrowing. They have a problem with everything the government do. Anything the government do, they have a problem with it. But all we know that Dr. Shyam says hi all. The government is going to continue to do what's best for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And that is it, you know. Really says good afternoon, Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy. That is it. Jay Howlett, happy Sunday, everyone, Uncle Tommy, Professor. Semantics say in the Bible there's a story about the rich man and the talent. Also, to whom much is given, much is required. Fasad Ramnet say, yeah, Wall Street Foster get land. He get land too? I didn't even know that. User 111, good afternoon all. User 11111, where you joining us from? Josh Ramdeen says it appears as though the PNM leadership teaches followers not to like land. A good example is Panchin Bego. But folks, I asked a question. I ain't seen nobody answer the question yet, you know. Where the land? I want the land. Volsang says that new location they gave to Panchin Bego will also stay for decades in the same condition they received it. Thanks to the like of Beverly Ramsey Moore. Where the land, Ole? Where the land? Where we get land? My Santa Cruz say economic development is a hot chubby and a cool routine. That is economic development. What about economic empowerment? Wall Street because money talks. What about economic empowerment? Wall Street, that was so damn funny. She was AG. Huh? Look, Capitan. Capitan say, Walls, let's do a Wall Street to Caroni Empowerment Center. No, Capitan, we're doing Lavantil to Wall Street Empowerment Center and beyond. We adding and beyond. We're going beyond Lavantil. A good partner of mine told me, say, Wall Street, you had to expand it, man. So we're going Lavantil to Wall Street Empowerment Center and beyond. We're going beyond. All right. We're going beyond. Yeah. We're doing that. You know, it's interesting, folks. Why would the PNM have a problem if the people are saying, right, it's a good thing the TPS is doing it, and the TPS went before a judge and they get what they needed and they have 7 days in order to serve it to the PNM, right? Why is it so difficult for the PNM to prove what the former said? I want you all to listen to this again. Listen to this, right? Listen to this again. This is not Wall Street saying this. This is not Uncle Tommy. This is not the UNC. This is the former saying this. And if he's saying this, right, all they have to do, we thoroughly here, we bring you the truth, the old truth, and nothing but you do. Bring the facts. Guys, listen to this.
The People's National Movement launched its 60th anniversary celebrations at WZYE House in Port of Spain last evening with a gala ceremony which acknowledged the party's pioneers from 1956. The Prime Minister also took the opportunity to announce plans for restoring the PNM headquarters.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said the People's National Movement's members here and abroad are raising funds for the restoration of WZYE House and the construction of a new administrative complex on the site.
We announced that we are about to turn the sod for the commencement of construction of our Dr. Eric Williams Memorial Building on this site.
The Prime Minister added that soil testing on the site would have begun immediately following last evening's celebrations, noting that Trinidadians living in the US and the UK would financially support the project.
There are citizens abroad in London and elsewhere who have taken responsibility to assist us in these projects, to build WZYE House and to renovate, repair and restore the old building as we build the new administrative complex.
According to Dr. Rowley, the multi-storied building would have more than one purpose.
We will do so in the presence of a magnificent building. You see a picture of it across there, which our new building, one part of it would be our administrative complex, and the other part would be a commercial opening onto the street behind me.
The Prime Minister said the new PNM headquarters will be named the Dr. Eric Williams Memorial Building. Terry Ann Brown, C News.
Okay, good. So show me the receipt. But folks, the Lion King strikes again, eh? The Lion King strikes again. I tell all you, I tell people, right? 36 years ago before I get married, mother-in-law told me a liar has no memory. Or they listen to the Lion King. Listen to him. Listen. Listen.
I've been getting threats from certain officials of state that I am next. And
so, folks, I don't understand something, eh? And of all people, the former should know this. If you getting threats from certain officials, right? Either you're getting threats via the phone or via text or via email somehow, right? Simple. If you are getting threats, you see that second you see them email and you created Emailgate, which was all a big lie. If you are getting threats, send the threats. If it's email, if it's text, if it's WhatsApp, send it to the TTPS, let them investigate it. You was head of the National Security Council. And listen, I going out on a limb. Maybe I should go out on a tree branch instead, I going out on a limb that this fella is very consistent in his behavior, and there's a great possibility that this might be a little bit untrue. I'll put it that way. Let's continue to listen.
WZYE House is next.
The former Prime Minister says he's taken note of recent developments.
The government has declared war on the people of Trinidad and Tobago, largely on the basis of who they perceive them to be.
The government had war on Trinidad and Tobago. A man get 450 acres of land. Inquiring minds want to know, how could one man get 450 acres, but yet the Laventel to Washi Empowerment Center can get half an acre. And that is declaring war on the people. The PNM declared war on the people the last 10 years. Under your watch, they declared war on the people. and you coming to give me this googly guck?
Supporters of politically.
From perceived financiers to diplomatic passport holders, Dr. Keith Rowley says there's an unease under this government.
The population is living in fear because the population is under attack by the government.
Listen to this, folks. With all the murders we had under his watch, who was living in fear? Who was living in fear? The first, second, and third highest murders in the history of Trinidad and Tobago under his watch. Who was living in fear? We living in fear now? Really? Really? He really want people to believe that? No, he cannot be serious. But he's serious though, you know. He's serious. He's very serious.
In an exclusive interview with CNC3 News today, Dr. Rowley said, if the Prime Minister wants back his diplomatic passport, then that's absolutely fine.
When you see them, just tell them, I have a blue passport that comes out of the Constitution. And not one of them can interfere with it.
However, he wants the government to drop the act that this was nothing personal against him and Stuart Young.
Of course it's personal. I mean, why wouldn't I take it as personal?
Dr. Rowley said instead of addressing the needs of the country, the government is going after a certain community that they believe has gained a social and economic advantage by being perceived financiers of the PNM.
Wait now. You know, this fella can't be serious. You know. Perceived financiers of the PNM? Perceived? No. Maybe that's just the commentator's language. They are financiers of the PNM. Simple.
Being perceived financiers of the PNM.
And that's the putting some icing on the cake about millions being paid to the PNM. Who is in a position to support that and with what? I don't know what the Hadiths do with the money. I'll tell you one thing, they certainly didn't give it to the PNM.
While Dr. Rowley was careful not to comment directly on the Hadid matter, which is before the court, he did say he's concerned about how things are evolving, especially the positions taken by the Prime Minister against a particular group of people.
But people like the story because some people have done well. The Chinese community, the Syrian community, the Indian community, and not enough people in the Afro community.
And the former Prime Minister said,
All you see how he casually just pass across and people in the Afro community haven't done well. They haven't done well. And why is that? Why is that, former? You come and told the people you could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. You came and told the people you'll allocate 100 million to them. Where's that? Where's the 100 million? You came and said that, and you want to come now and try to tell me, yes, they are the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder because of you. 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line because of you. Right? The amount of people murdered in Trinidad and Tobago. And this is what you come and you want to try to come and fool people with? Boy, you something wrong, boy. Something wrong. Something wrong. Listen to this fella.
Well, the Chinese community, the Syrian community, the Indian community, and not enough people in the Afro community.
And the former Prime Minister said if the government wants to waste its time looking for criminal links with the reconstruction of WZYE House, then they are free to do so.
If they know that WZYE House was built by crime and the proceeds of drug dealers and so on, they are free to proceed. And I'm sure the PNM would be in a position to cooperate with the laws of Trinidad and Tobago.
CNC3 News asked if he was worried about the warning he said he received from an official.
Me? I look worried to you? Do I look worried to you? No. I have one country. I've fought many battles in this country and for this country. And I will continue so to do.
Akash Samaru, CNC3 News.
You all listen to that? You all listen to that? You all listen to that? Listen to that. Listen to that. Look how he sidestep that people that look like him and me, they are the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder because of the P&M. The only reason why black people suffering in Trinidad and Tobago is because of the P&M. The P&M have done a masterful job to keep black P&M supporters enslaved. Yes, I said it. To keep them enslaved, keep them at the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder so they could continue to support the P&M over and over and over. Just imagine, folks, one man get 450 acres of land. One man, 450 acres under the P&M. And the P&M couldn't see it fit that people who supporting them or go up into Lavantil, move out Lavantil and environs, right? And fix up that place, boy. That 450 million, based on what it go cost on the market for 1 acre of land, is $45 million. $45 million. And all you really believe the P&M mantra, we love you so we take good care of you. Yeah, we love you so we keep you in the bottom of the sub-basement. In the bottom of the sub-basement. That's why we love you so. We only love you so when the election come around so you can continue to vote for us. That's why we love you so. But I want you guys to listen to this next one before we go back to the chat. I want you guys to listen to this next one. Listen to this next one. Listen to this next one before we go back to the chat, folks. And we go to the voice notes. I want you all to listen to this one. Right? I want to know where else in the world, boy, one man alone could get
water for profit,
$250 million. So I did that editorial, folks. One man alone could get 450 acres of land. Excuse me. One man alone. 450 acres of land. And who was that under? That was under the P&M. Under the P&M, one man alone. And what make it worse, that same man was allowed to export water while people in Laventil and environs, water used to go. You ever hear they say, boy, water gone? Laventil and Mova fighting for water. But one man allowed to export water and make millions from that. Here's the editorial. Listen to this. One man, One man under the P&M who mantra is, we love you so we take good care of you. Only the P&M understands.
Water for profit, dry taps for the people. The questions Trinidad and Tobago still deserves answered. An editorial by Professor Wall Street.
For years, thousands of citizens across Trinidad and Tobago endured prolonged water shortages. Families woke before dawn to fill buckets. Businesses struggled to operate. Schools adjusted schedules, and communities repeatedly protested what they described as an unreliable water supply. Images of demonstrations from Manzanilla, Barrackpore, Moruga, Central Trinidad, and elsewhere became a familiar sight.
Against that backdrop, reports that Blue Waters exported bottled water internationally and generated significant commercial revenue raise understandable public questions. The central issue is not whether a private company should be successful. Companies are entitled to operate and export their products within the law. The issue many citizens have asked is whether government policy adequately balanced private commercial activity with the public's access to an essential resource. A government's first responsibility is to its people. Water is not a luxury. It is a necessity. When communities are experiencing prolonged interruptions to supply, measure is being taken to ensure reliable domestic access.
Many critics have argued that the former P&M administration
has questions to answer, and here are 10 questions the PNM needs to answer. 1. How were commercial water extraction arrangements monitored while many communities experience recurring shortages? 2. What safeguards existed to ensure domestic water security remained a top priority? 3. Were the relevant licenses, permits, and oversight mechanisms regularly reviewed? 4. Did the government assess whether prolonged shortages warranted temporary policy changes? 5. What role did infrastructure limitations, leaks, drought conditions, or water management play compared with commercial extraction? 6. Were citizens provided with sufficient transparency regarding these issues? 7. What measures were taken to accelerate improvements to the national water distribution system? 8. Why did so many communities continue protesting year after year over access to water? 9. Could stronger investment in water infrastructure have reduced these hardships? 10. What lessons should future governments learn to prevent similar situations? These are matters of public policy and accountability. They deserve evidence-based answers rather than speculation. The images of citizens carrying buckets, blocking roads, and pleading for regular water service illustrate the frustration many communities experience. Regardless of political affiliation, access to clean, reliable water is a basic public expectation. If private companies lawfully exported bottled water while domestic shortages persisted, the broader policy question becomes whether the government's management of water resources adequately protected the public interest. That is a legitimate subject for public debate. Ultimately, citizens deserve transparency about how water resources are managed, how commercial activity is regulated, and what steps are being taken to ensure that no community is left without one of life's most essential necessities. The debate should focus not on the success of any individual company, but on whether public policy consistently placed the needs of the people of Trinidad and Tobago first.
So, folks, there you have it. There are 10 questions that's for the PNM. 10 questions for the PNM. Yeah? 10 questions. What do you think the PNM can answer them questions? Boy, Blue Water, boy, them get real good, boy. How come we don't get them type of opportunities? Why we can't get them type of opportunities? All them years the PNM in power. Right? And we ain't getting them type of opportunities. Let me go to my voice note. I see I have a voice note here.
Good afternoon, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody in the village. This man has no shame, you know. This man is one mocking pretender. He coming to talk about citizen under threat. What? When they went and kidnapped Brent Thomas in Barbados, sorry. Brent Thomas wasn't under threat. When he went and kidnapped the meritless, what was that? Rowley has done a whole set of nonsense to the people of this country, and he want to come and talk now. He's judging this government by all the nastiness that he was doing to the people of this country. He has no shame, like the Lekoto Jambi eat a shame. And I think he's worse than the Lion King, you know. Teacher Percy must be so ashamed of this man. So ashamed of this man. He forget all what he used to do to the people of this country and who he perceived as enemies. Imagine he paid SRPK $1.5 billion to dig up dirt on the UNC. He forget what it is he do Anand Ram Logan and Gerald Ramdeen, Nelson, and then want to come and talk about political persecution. This man have no shame.
Correct, right. 100%. You no shame. But what can we expect from him? That's what we can expect from him. That is exactly what we can expect from him. Tommy, welcome. How are you going?
I'm going good. I'm sorry for the delay. Had a little accident that sort of had me in a tizzy for a moment there, but I should be okay now.
Nah, man, that is all right, man. I'll just hold on the fort until you come.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
How has it been?
Can't complain. You know, we was just going over some things there, Tommy, with um the Prime Minister say the former say people living in fear in the country.
Yeah, I was listening.
Yeah, people living in fear. He can't be serious, Tommy.
Yeah, I saw him in the news talking. They gave him so much attention at CNC3.
Yeah, but people living in fear. Who lived in fear more than anything under the last 10 years under that PNM government led by him? Who lived in fear? And Tommy, I was just telling the people, I did a little check, right? And I checked how much land the former Workers Bank building was on. And it's approximately point five something acres. Not even an acre. Let me say half an acre, right? And Tommy, a half an acre of land couldn't have been given a lease for 99 years, just as how that fella get the lease for a long time,
Hmm.
right? And he get the lease to next to nothing for $1 a year, Tommy.
Wow.
Because Tommy, it's less than, it's about half an acre or less, right, Tommy?
Yep.
And when I see that, I say, boy, boy,
Half an
I
acre
said,
is 4 lots.
Tommy,
So
that is
must
so
be
cheap.
like 3 lots.
I mean, you can know the maths better than me with respect to that acres. But it's 0.56 acres, I think. 0.56.
Oh, it's more than a half acre.
Yeah, right. And Tommy, they couldn't decide that. You know what, boy? Let me do this. So Volsang says over 52 years of PNM governance, and their bubblehead supporters still awaiting relevance and recognition in this society. It's only CPEP and URP they're good for. Correct is right. Correct is right.
Good citizens.
Correct is right. Good citizens. Why it is that in 2026, and Tommy, you hear his statement about the Syrian and the Indian and the Chinese,
Yeah, I
and
hear. I hear him.
I mean, the audacity of that fella, Tommy, to be in power for 10 years and under your watch in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, it had the most amount of black people living below the poverty line ever, 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 ever. It was
Sad.
not even close. And you get on a
Sad.
program and you talk this guck, right? Tommy, I would like to know the day that the next time they interview that fella, to ask him a simple question. How could it be 10 years under your watch that the supporters of the PNM are at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder? How come?
You think you get
What
an
did you
answer?
do? Eh?
You think you get an answer?
Yeah, you will get an answer. You will get your answer. You go do like Mr. Waffler. You go to the Waffle House.
All right.
Yeah, you go to the Waffle House.
Until he made the rich richer so that they can help the poor.
Now you go come with something else. You know that was a big blunder. You ain't gonna say that. You go come with something else. Something else. But that is the story. That is the story. And I will like any one of them to me, any PNM supporter, to come here and tell us plans that the PNM put in place and moved their supporters from the bottom of the socio-economic ladder, from the bottom of the pit, continue to enslave them, continue to abuse them. Give us. Like I tell me now, so now on a new kick now. You know, I used to find 10 reasons why.
Yeah.
Now I have 10 questions. I have reasons why now, and I have questions now too. Let me go back to the chat. Bolsam says, you will get an answer, but not a rational one I can show you. You go rationalize the answer. Real Deal says the PNO money tax and pressure poor people for 10 years, so we vote them out. Yeah. And you want to come with people living in fear. Yeah. For me, the man get people in Trinidad in Chumaka can't get water, and that fella exporting water for profit, you know. Why? You think it's easy? For me, I go on. So tell or ask me anything before I leave the chat. But I think it's easy. Yeah, Tommy boy, it's just sad. But anyway, Tommy, there's so much questions around this Blue Waters thing, eh?
Oh yeah.
So much question. But are we gonna get any answers?
That's important.
Are we gonna get any answers, Tommy? Are we gonna get answers? Even the former AG Tommy, who get a Kobo sweat, she denying that the land lease so rushed. Oh God. Oh God, I'm telling you why. And real deal say God Maloney, we are right thinking people and don't praise stupidity. Thank you, I appreciate that. Alistair, welcome.
Good afternoon, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. How are you all today?
We are
good, thank you.
Tremendous.
All right.
Marvelous and fantastic. How are you?
So my former Prime Minister come out with roaring, right, making a lot of noise. The citizens on that chat.
Yes, citizens on that chat. Yeah, we on that chat.
Man, this man is a big joker, you know.
You're being generous.
But he's a big joker. And let me tell you this. You know, they say Pelé. Well, I believe that way. Pelé was the greatest footballer ever lived.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care what they say about Maradona and Messi. Garfield Sobers was the greatest cricketer that ever lived. Right?
Okay.
Novak Djokovic was the greatest male tennis player ever lived. And Serena Williams, the female version, the greatest female tennis player who ever lived. Right?
Yeah.
Keith Rowley is the greatest liar who ever lived.
Hey.
Mark my word, I'm telling you that.
Alistair, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something. Hold on. Stay right. Don't go nowhere. Take this.
tell you. This man tear gas people around Savannah, including little children. Over 5 years ago, for protesting against his government. Right? Tear gas little children, old people. Some of them still suffering today from tear gas. Remember the protest that they had for COVID and other things, and the national government took? Yeah, I think he forgets that, you know. Plus, he has overseen the second and third highest murder toll. Then you had Manning in 40, back in 5th and 6th. Yeah, 4th, 2nd, and 3rd, that's what I said. Gold, silver, bronze, murder toll. In this country, Manning was in 4th. And he back in 5th and 6th. Right? They destroy the economy of this country. People should need to listen to these people, you know. Right? They destroy the economy and the social fabric of this country. You are correct. And added to that, they were owing $4 million in opposition for the Balize house. When you get $150 million plus and still counting from, you have to explain where you get every brick, mortar, and so on. You have to explain how you get that. What is the noise about?
The small man had to explain it well. Why the bodies? Why you got to explain where they get all that money from?
Yeah, well, you have to explain. Otherwise, it's noise. All they're doing there is making noise. Because I am of the opinion that it will be very difficult to do. And you cannot tell me as a person who have common sense that you sell $150 million in raffle ticket.
Yeah.
You have to close down. You have to close down the National Lottery Board to do that for years. And you, Professor, you are a man dealing with finances, so you know what I'm talking about.
Correct, it's right.
150 something plus and counting. These people are mad. You say they could fool. When I look at your area, well, close to your area, what Philip Alexander did just the other day in a place they call Canada. And I watch how deplorable people were living there and kept on voting the PNM, no matter what. It's so sad. So sad. And this is part of it what Christmas List highlighted. Remember a guy they called Christmas List that he couldn't come back to Trinidad?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So like Rowley them just forget. They feel they could fool certain people, but they can't fool all the people. I am so annoyed. And I don't know why the media does give these people airtime. Why?
Remember?
They should be behind, for my part, they should be behind bars, man.
Remember when
The people's money, what you all do with the people's money? The people should be angry too.
Remember when the PNM was
Yes, sir.
Them fellas used to get all kind of media contracts and all kind of things. Them used to get real good.
Yes.
Nice at the truck, boy.
Yes, and the people and them still love them. You know, Sparrow had a Kaison. I always reference that, you know. The one who you love never marry to she, but the one who love you, she gonna make you happy.
Correct is right.
Right?
Is right. Yeah.
And the birdie was one of my favorite Kaisonians. I remember these fellas are the good citizens, you know. That's the song about.
Yeah, good citizens.
The good citizens there, yeah. All of the 1% finance, all of these people are good citizens.
But Alistair, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You know any people under the PNM who look like the supporters who was able to get some big business and get land and all kind of thing under the PNM?
Well, not the ordinary black people. I don't know of any, but I know of his personal friend like this one guy was named. Those are his friends.
Yeah, okay.
But to say the ordinary black man on the street or what we just call the vote bank. Because that's what they were. They were the vote bank for the PNM. No matter what you say, they're going to vote PNM anyway. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the vote bank. And they know that they guarantee the votes. Because all they needed was a red jersey and maybe a $300.
That is it.
And hustle for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Professor and Uncle Tommy, you all have a good day, but these things get me angry inside.
Don't get angry, man.
Stay calm.
Inside with anger for the stupidity of some people.
Thank you.
Stay calm, Alistair.
Thank you, Alistair.
Yeah.
Don't let it go in here. Don't let it go in here, man. Keep the faith. As they say,
Yeah.
Tommy boy, I don't get it, but not that I don't get it, Tommy, but when are we gonna come to some understanding, Tommy, that at least, Tommy, let we get some scrums now. Tommy, look, your partner just come back. Steve D. He says, I see this channel is on for Sunday evening, bashing of half the population of their country, but unable to bring the discussion to discuss ideas to move forward. You know, Tommy, did he hear we talk about the Laventille to Washington Empowerment Center today?
He wants to hear what he wants to hear.
You think he did? Did he hear about the comparison between 450 acres and a little bit more than half an acre? Did he hear about that?
He doesn't want to hear anything about that.
Oh, okay. So what he had to do, he had to take off his left rear earplugs?
Correct.
Or he had to take out the Balize tutu? Which one?
Both.
Oh God, Steve, I feel sorry for you, boy. I feel sorry for you because it seemed like you have selective Balize listening. That's part of the problem. You didn't hear that, or maybe you didn't want to hear that. But folks, we're gonna take a quick break. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. It's Sunday Talk with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge. Hey, tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubble billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here. Security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say PNM dead. Even the 1% say the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Four, every pipe must have water. Five, roads smooth as six, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, the Port of Spain, inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them
Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come leaders hear what's up, seems like not one of them was in shock, put them in one big box. PNM dead. Tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make investors not coming for the week, no more ice cream and cake. PNM dead, dead, dead. The Red Party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still lawlessness. 1. UNC on a mission 2 to correct the school system. 3. End poverty and clean up TNT. 4. Speed up the housing process. 5. Lower taxes. 6. Revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is scarcity. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Oh, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stewarty, I don't care for he. For 9 long years they sit in the chairs. Country get bruised and nobody care. Crime run wild, money gone astray. Now they in opposition, everybody have something to say. They talking solution morning, noon and night. But when they had power, nothing wasn't right. Economy sinking, people living in fear. Now all of a sudden everybody's an engineer. Penny talking like she have the plan. But where that plan was when Rowley was the man. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Scotland,
I don't care for he.
Regis,
I don't care for she. I don't care for them.
Manning shouting from the back of the line, explaining today what he forget in 9. Marvin talking safety, crime and control. But when he was there, crime take a toll. They posting videos, plenty long speech explaining now what they couldn't reach. They hoping people memory short, but suffering though erase so fast. They had the chance, they had the rain, and leave the country in social pain. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Kareem,
I don't care for he.
Hans,
I don't care for he.
The opposition,
I don't care for them.
you all left the country in a mess and expected to be cleaned up in 8 months. Delusional.
I don't care for she.
Calm.
I don't care for he.
Dolly.
I don't care for she.
Stewarty. I don't care for he. PNM.
This is the end.
I don't care for them.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Fire! 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 Fraud! 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 Coming up next, fraud of the week. Fraud! 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 Coming up next, fraud of the week.
We are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Hold on, caller. Hold on. WZYE 95.9 FM. Also, subscribe on WZYE TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Or 909. Go ahead, Tommy.
609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And don't forget, as soon as you join us, share it live. We thank you.
Point forth and welcome.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, Walshit, and your co-host, Uncle Tommy, and the listening public, near and far. Pleasant good evening. Hope everybody had a wonderful Sunday lunch today. Walshit, I wonder if I have something from you, right?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this phrase when someone say, we going on a witch hunt? What is the meaning of that phrase?
Well, they're trying to go and find things to bring down people. They're trying to go and find any negative as much as possible. They know if there's anything there, but they're going and try to find. That's what I was thinking.
But which that means that there's nothing to be found. So super.
But they're going to try to find.
Okay. But if you look at it in a different angle, but you're going on a witch hunt, it doesn't have a possibility you really have a witch out there to be hunted.
That's a good.
Why they use that phrase?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Then say they're going hunting, they say they're going to hunt for a witch. So that means there's something evil out there that is doing harm to people, and we have to get to the bottom of this by hunting them down. Just like I see in a particular move. But anyhow, using why I say that because I see the PNM playing a lawyer team together to go against the finance of right. Right. So here I want to find out also. Remember in 2010, Rowley said that the PNM, some bank official reached out to the PNM and said that they owing, I think it's what, $4 million or something like that. The PNM was owing?
Yeah.
Right. Have Rowley and the PNM proved to the people where they get the money from to clear that debt? Because that to show the evidence of that debt first before they could get this additional money to build Balize House, because they didn't tell us if they clear that debt up to now.
Correct. Yep.
So this thing had to be followed step by step, because the last time I checked, I'm now starting to understand why some of these students and some of the children in Trinidad and Tobago not doing well in school. I believe the teachers and them have a part to play in that. Here why I say that. For the election last year, one entity say here what going on, again only 4% if you vote for me. And the next entity say here what going on, again 10% if you vote for me. And the teachers and went and signed up for the 4%.
Yeah.
And it was have math, and it was teachers who teach maths.
Yep.
So how come them could sit down now and say, boy, 4 is far greater than 10? Unless both must did this, I will say this before I go, it must draw the letter 4 bigger than the number 10. Locked on and listening.
Thank you. Joe, Letter 4 bigger than the number 10.
Number 10.
I never heard that one before though.
Very interesting.
That's a new one. He draw the letter 4 bigger than the number.
Bigger than the number 10.
Oh. So, it now. No, this is interesting, right? Now, I don't think just send you something. This is an article in the Express on June 2nd, 2026. Al-Rari calls for full activation of unexplained wealth law. Former Attorney General Faris Al-Rari is urging the government to proclaim the remaining sections of the Civil Asset Recovery and Management and Unexplained Wealth Act following the state recent victory before the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. He's also calling on the Commissioner of Police. Listen to this, Tommy. Oh, God. Hey, I run campus to watch. Hey, Tommy. Steve D, listen to this. Steve D. Because you see the sad part about it, Steve, is that if you think, Steve, education is expensive, try ignorance. Steve, listen to this. Nyron just sent me this. Listen to this, Steve. Listen to this. Wait. No. Take out the left rear ear plug, Steve. Okay. All right. No, don't put it in your right ears. Leave it out. Okay, good. Steve, this is an article in the Express. This is not from Uncle Tommy or Professor Wall Street. Nyron just sent this to us. June 2nd, 2026. The headline, Al-Rari calls for full activation of unexplained wealth law. Come you hear that, right?
Yep.
So, Al-Rari is telling the government, right, for full activation. But let me go on. Let me read. Steve, listen, Steve. We want to get you out of that miseducated PNM ideology. Okay? And we're trying for you, Steve, to think critical. Let me read it for you. Former Attorney General Faris Al-Rari is urging the government to proclaim the remaining sections of the Civil Asset Recovery and Management and Unexplained Wealth Act following the state's recent victory before the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. Steve, he's also calling, Steve, on the Commissioner of Police, Alistair Guevara, to use the legislation with utmost vigor in pursuing unexplained wealth and criminal assets, Steve, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Stevie. Tommy, did you hear that?
Yep.
Let me repeat it for Steve. Steve, don't go nowhere, you know. Don't go nowhere. Because when you come in here, you will get a little education and you won't be miseducated. This is Faris Al-Rari from your party, Steve. Well, I think so, Steve. I ain't sure. But are they your party, Steve? Let me ask you the question. Steve, is that your party? Or you will tell me it's not your party? Anyway. He's also calling on Commissioner of Police, Alistair Guevara, to use the legislation with utmost vigor in pursuing unexplained wealth and criminal assets. Speaking to the Express Business, Al-Rari described the Privy Council's April 29 ruling as a landmark victory that could significantly strengthen Trinidad and Tobago's fight against organized crime and corruption. And listen to this. Listen to this, Steve. He also criticized what he described as UNC's administration's silence on the significance of the judgment. So, Tommy, Faris Al-Rari is telling the commissioner of police to go after people for unexplained wealth. Right? I think maybe what Faris Arari was telling him, listen, don't go after the big people, you know. Only go after the small man. You understand, Tommy?
Yep, because if this small man get rich, it's suspicious.
Yeah. Don't go after the big kahunas. Go after the small man, Stevie. So Stevie, people like you, they go after you. Go use a small man too. You understand? They go after the little fish. But now that the commissioner of police is going after the PNM, all in a sudden, the PNM have problems with it? Nah. Something wrong.
That was June 2nd. Now, let's see what he has to say in July.
What do you mean? You had to change your mind?
June 2nd, he was saying go after the unexplained wealth.
Yes. In July, you have a different opinion?
Yep.
You had to change your mind? What do you think about that, Stevie? Stevie, what do you think about that? Nairon, thank you so much. That is why we have people in here. You understand? Immediately, Tommy. Immediately. Nairon and waste no time. So when people like Steve and them come in with the googly gawk, right? And the nincompoopology. Yeah? We bring you the facts. Stevie, that is the facts. You just begin, you know. We didn't give you FAX, you know. It's FSCTS. Because Faris telling the commissioner of police to go after the people for unexplained wealth. We're going after the PNM for unexplained wealth. Where did the PNM get 100 and something million from? Let me play this one. I go remove that one and play this one. Where did the PNM get? Oh no, let me play it over here, Tony. Let me play it over here. Where did the PNM get the 100 and something million from, Stevie? Only this small man needs to explain their wealth. Let me go. Let me listen to this.
Explain the $118 million. High Court orders PNM to account for Balize House funding, an editorial by Trini Lulz. Explain your wealth. The PNM has been ordered to account for how its multi-million-dollar Balize House headquarters was financed. High Court Judge Margaret Mohammed granted police a preliminary unexplained wealth order against the party and its trustees as investigators examine the construction and funding of the compound between 2018 and 2025. According to the police affidavit, consultants estimated that the new building could cost approximately $118.4 million upon completion, with work already completed valued at about $73.27 million. Investigators allege there are reasonable grounds to suspect that the party's wealth may exceed its lawfully obtained wealth and that benefits may have been provided through corrupt arrangements involving contractors seeking favorable treatment for state contracts. Those are police allegations, not proven findings. The order requires the PNM and its trustees to file declarations and answer questions about their assets, funding, and control of the property. It does not mean the court has found the party, its officials, or any contractor guilty of an offense. The affidavit reportedly examines contractor discounts, donations, fundraising campaigns, and contracts later awarded by state bodies. Police also question whether cruises, raffles, buy-a-brick, drives, and other fundraising activities could have generated enough money to finance a project of this scale. The PNM has maintained that Balize House was funded by members, supporters, fundraising ventures, and donations, and has said it would cooperate with any lawful investigation. Now the paper trail will matter. Who paid? How much was raised? Were benefits exchanged for state contracts? Or will the party's records fully explain the project? This could become one of the most consequential political financing investigations in TNT's history. Is this necessary accountability, or a politically driven investigation into the opposition.
There you have it. Steve Faris Al-Wawi said on June 2nd to the commissioner, and Tommy, yeah, what he said now, he said, oh, that's just a newspaper article. Hey, Nairon, you know, like you're saying, now they're doing homework, but if you give your work to do.
I've come across an article some time ago.
Yeah.
I when I see this come to light via the media, I'm going in the court. I say them, and then I come across it on YouTube, and I say them send the intel because it seems as if who was ever challenging the law, right? The law is the case, so they get to finish. The government get to finish proclaim your acts.
Right.
So the law is in full use.
Right.
Okay, right. So happy you read it out and explain what's going on out here. And all laws in Trinidad and Tobago govern is for every human being, every Trinbagonian,
right,
every organization,
yes,
right? Yes. And well, I know say editorial about the supposed value of the property, but it's only now of recent times this year the public came into view of the building next to Balize House behind it.
Right.
And I think the former PM spoke about that, or certain people in the PNM spoke about that. But all the 10 years, Balize House that nice, that paint and rent and renovate. When the media used to go down there, all they used to show is that Balize House, the meetings in Balize House I think it was Saturdays it used to be or something. And they never highlight the building to the bread or to the bucket. They never highlight that. They never highlight that. Only know we as citizens get to see it. Because we not living in town. They're in town. You understand? But we know we're going to the courts and somebody gotta come and prove X or prove Y or whatever. I don't know, me no part of that.
But Nairon,
but the law is the law.
Yes,
yeah.
Nairon, it's very simple, right? If the building cost, whatever the building cost, whoever is in charge of the PNM, they will have receipts to say, we pay this contractor 10 million, we buy bricks over here, we have a contract with this contractor, and you go build the building for 50 million, right? We pay that contractor a down payment of 5 million. They will have the receipt.
Yeah, but you have the receipt. Yeah, okay, I understand.
And if people from foreign donate money, the only how they could donate money if it's real, they gotta do a wire transfer. Or maybe they send it Western Union. Send it Western Union. You know?
I don't know how to operate inside of it. Me know party does run. Yes. All political parties supposed to have some treasurer or some kind of thing.
Yeah.
You understand? And all political parties must have a bank account.
Must have a bank account.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, and it go name whoever the name of the party is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And and all the money in the bank.
And
nobody has no money.
If I sell 10 Mercedes Benz, and each Mercedes Benz costs $300,000, the equivalent will be deposited in the bank.
Yeah, right? All the money in the bank. Yeah. Don't know market vendor in the Balize House. Don't know market vendor. Oh, you sell your goods Saturday and you run in the market to buy it Sunday. That is a bank account, PNM bank account, UNC bank account, and Jack, wherever it is.
Wherever it is.
You understand? Wherever it is, yeah, that is all. Okay, well, I'm happy I read out the information, so I realize the public could have.
Yeah, man.
So no Mr. Yeah. Okay.
Bless.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Thank you, Nairon. Listen, when all they hear, they come in and they're trying to, if we don't have it, all they send it to where we go read it out, you know.
True.
Read it out. Because here we only want the facts, the whole facts. We don't want no FAX. But Tommy,
yeah.
Steve seemed to be upset, you know.
Steve.
Yeah, you're upset. Steve is upset because he's been exposed.
Well, he's a propagandist and he's deployed.
Oh, okay, all right. So I shouldn't do that.
True.
I seem to.
He's
So
deployed.
Eric Hossain comes in. Eric, welcome. I mean Cecil. My bad. Cecil Hossain comes in. Marbella, welcome.
Comes in. Evening, Tommy. Evening, Wall Street.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You know, here what? PNM get hit with a high play and they realize they own friggin' mouth,
Yeah,
right? Put them in trouble.
correct is right.
I remember when Mr. Keith Rowley said that they were collecting money and they got donations and, and and every MP and all the political affiliates and thing was given would have who working in the government was given 5% of the salary to the party to build the PNM.
Yep.
Well, now here what? It's a simple case. Every month that went by and the salary was collected, then the bank account would have reflected that 5% of the salary was either withdrawn or was transferred to a PNM bank account for the building of the Balize house.
Correct.
So all the politicians who were employed and 5% was given to the PNM to build the Balize house. Then all they have to do is investigate all of them, pull the bank records, and they will see who give the 5% every month. And if the 5% they come from there, then we had to ask it really where the money come from. Or maybe the money was coming in our coca's bag, we know.
Yep.
Or maybe the Venezuelan that sending it in with them boat and them maybe it was coming in Chagaramas and Toko and thing, we know, we want to know.
Crime minds want to know.
We keep asking and you keep getting all kind of even the Mercedes Benz and thing, the cars they give out. The company who sell them the vehicle supposed to have a record of the sale of the vehicle to PNM for the raffle. Unless the cars was, even if the cars was donated, then they would have a record of saying, well, here what we donate this to the PNM.
Correct is right.
And then we also supposed to have a record of the 10 people who win the 10 vehicle. The vehicle being transferred from the company to them.
Correct.
Because the license office is supposed to have that information as well.
Yep.
True.
And if you collect, remember our raffle is our what do you call it? Oh geez, I forget the word slipping me now. Our raffle, this had a password, the NLCB board to become a raffle to make that kind of sales in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Then the NLCB would have to have information concerning that raffle. So it must have records. And the records supposed to reflect where the money come from and how much money come into the PNM hand. Other than that, we gotta go and start digging up some cookers bag and see where we find the money. Maybe the money on a plane going Jamaica and Miami and thing. It come from maybe the cookers bag is spare money we come Trinidad and they were sending it back. We know. Because now that the project shut down, they're using the money, so they maybe send them back the cookers back. Anyhow,
thank you.
Rowley had to answer and he had to come out and answer, but he's a fella he does always when a finger point at him, he just go on the offensive and come out in front.
Yeah.
Nice. And start to buffer people and chukalai to create doubt in people's mind. So we are taking that this time.
Not this time. We ain't going
to we are taking that as already.
Yeah, man.
All right, partner. Later.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for the call. Tommy?
Yep.
I don't know if this is the thing here, but let me listen to this and see. Hold on, let me listen to this. Hold on.
Drugs money funded the massive renovation. The former PNM leader took time today to clarify how the party funded the multi-million
Caller, welcome. Caller.
Before you play your video there, I just want to add something to what your last caller just said, right?
Yeah.
So, if they really say that Penny and them and Siotio and all of them was paying 5% out of their salary towards Balizi House, right? That's what the last caller say, right?
No,
To fund
I have
Balizi
the
House,
video
right?
here. I have a video going to play. That video is going to talk about that 5%.
That's what I'm just asking that question. Is a point I want to prove here.
Yeah.
If the school was paying 5% out of their salary to fund Balizi House, right?
Yeah.
And they're still collecting our salary today?
Yeah.
So if they're collecting our salary today, how come they still can't get the same 5% to continue to fund Balizi House? How come it stopped all of a sudden? So that alone should prove that no money wasn't coming up from these people in their account. Because if they was collecting money from their account, the billing will continue billing because they're still getting paid.
Correct. Yep.
Right, look, we're not listening.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, listen to this. I just put this up. Tommy, listen to this. Folks, listen to this. So I don't want Steve to say, it's Wall Street and Tommy, and we ain't bringing the facts. Listen to this, Stevie. Stevie, listen. Listen, Stevie. Listen.
back at allegations from Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Visasa that drugs money funded the massive renovation. The former PNM leader took time today to clarify how the party funded the multi-million-dollar renovation of Balizi House, is calling the allegations malicious.
And we spent 15 years of my time aggressively putting together funds to be able to embark on the building of that new building.
Saying that the party utilized its 100,000 strong membership for support and a series of national raffles to raise $15 million, and that party's current headquarters functions as a business.
We got an income, considerable income, from renting out that car park. That new building that you see there are 2 floors of parking there. We see that as a potential income earner.
Rowley also revealed a strict internal financial policy where every PNM member who holds public office must give back to the party.
There's a standing requirement in the PNM where every office holder, prime minister, opposition leader, mayor, councillor, you pay 5% of your earnings to the party every month.
Tommy.
Yep.
Stevie, where's Stevie? Stevie, you're going? Listen, Stevie. You will learn. Listen. We don't deal with FAX. This is the mouth of the former Tommy.
That's right.
This is from the mouth of the former who bring it up first? Marabella?
Yep.
Marabella, thank you. Just like how Nyron bring up the other one. Marabella, thank you. Here is the facts. Right straight from the mouth of the Lion King. Straight from the mouth of the Lion King, Tommy. Straight from you. So, Tommy, if every MP had to pay 5%, right, Tommy?
Yes.
That information will be, that money will go into a PNM account, and they could easily verify it. Show us the bank statement. Tommy, am I missing something here?
No.
So if 5% coming out of your user MP, 10 years, 5% coming out. The 5% had to go somewhere. Right? Where did the 5% go?
He said for 15 years.
15?
That's what I heard him say.
Tommy, then they could be able to explain their wealth to me. So folks, let me tell you all, don't worry, do not worry. The PNM is gonna explain their wealth by showing you all that 5% of every MP salary went into a bank account and they're going to prove it to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, yes. Thank you very much, former. Let me listen to him again.
Earnings to the party every month.
No, let me go back and listen. Because Steve go say
you pay 5% of your earnings to the party every month.
Rowley says this 5% deduction was critical when he became leader in 2010. At that time, the party reportedly owed a local bank $4 million following an election loss. He maintains the PNM operates as a transparent organism funded by its people. Miss Rowley is firing back at allegations.
Well, Tommy, why?
Yep.
This is easy, Tommy. Easy.
Since
Easy.
2010.
Yeah. The PNM go prove to the people. Folks, don't get upset. Steve, the PNM gonna prove to the people where all 100 and something million come from, because the MPs and them was donating money left, right, and center. Steve, that's what I tell you. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. That's why I tell you that. You understand? Now you understand. If you didn't know,
now you do.
Now you know, Steve. Maybe just bring your facts. Yeah, not kick right. Little Stevie on googly gawk. That's what you on. Oh God. Tommy, you know the sad part, right? Is when we bring them fellas and them the facts. So Nyron brought facts. We read it out. Marabella brought facts. We show you the former statement.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The balls you need. Every balls you need. Balls you need. Let me know, and we go bring it for you. Yeah? Yeah. Correct is right, Volsang. 5% of your earnings to the party and nothing to the poor children lives fund. Yeah? Correct is right. 5%. Yeah? Look, all you. Oh God. Sad. Where's Stevie going? Let me see if Steve going. Let me see where Steve going. Steve, let me see. Okay, listen to Steve now. Listen to Steve. Again, a caller makes wild accusation, and Mr. Warsheet just laughs, but he deal with facts. Tommy, did we just give him the facts from the former Mount himself?
He probably wasn't listening.
Oh, he wasn't listening. That's why I tell him, Tommy. I tell him take out that left radio plugs. I tell you that, Steve. Take out and Steve, you're by yourself today, boy. You don't have Gordon Ganga China to try to defend you. You don't have Patricia Weed. You don't have PNM Red Fox. You don't have nobody to defend you, boy. Marabella, welcome.
Yeah, Wall Street, I want for you again.
What is it?
You see all them cement truck that went there and was shooting cement in all them boxing. We're putting up that 5 or 6 story building in the back there.
Yeah.
Right? When you buy cement, ready mix cement, no company do dispatch the truck without having the receipts for payment for every load of cement they send out. And when they send out now the trucks, they had somebody on site had to sign for the receiving the cement.
Okay.
And that is signed for receiving the truck will shoot the cement inside of the boxing. Because at that height, you had 13 bucket. You understand? Yeah. So the contracting companies that send out the cement to this building, right? Yeah. Them could give you account too.
Yeah.
For every truck of cement they sent to that building, that thing, and that was paid for by whom it was paid for by. You You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the next way to check that. So yeah, we are talking about money out of pocket paying for that. That do pay, even though you pay out of pocket, somebody had to go by the cement company and pay them cash or pay them most of the time that they take their money and via transfer or check or credit card. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
And that's something, and they're sending that truck there until you pay for it, partner. They're not like pay later plan with that. You understand? And one more for you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you, my brother. My brother only gave me plenty work. Oh, God. Tommy.
Yep.
Tommy.
Yep.
Fellas gave me plenty. But that is all right, you know, because we like
Yep.
to bring the facts. We
Info.
love the facts. The old facts are nothing but the facts. I wonder if Steve still lives. Steve, boy.
Information.
Yeah, look. Michael saying, that's true, Marbella. They signed for pump truck also.
That's
Yeah,
right.
look at that. Yeah, facts. Steve gone, boy. He had too much facts. Steve can't deal with the facts no more. But folks, listen to this one. Fact upon fact upon fact. Listen to this.
As a follow-up to the rescinded Blue Waters land leases, startling financial disparities have emerged regarding the 450 acres on the Orange Grove estate. Minister of Lands Saddam Hossein highlighted massive discrepancies between the true value of the land and what was allegedly offered during the final days of the previous administration. Minister Hossein revealed in Parliament that the previous cabinet cut the lease price for one commercial parcel in half in 2019. More alarmingly, for a second parcel, the approved premium was $50 million, yet the final offer presented was $22.1 million. Hossein stated, "Mr. Speaker, do you know what is the lease price that the last cabinet approved for that water company? They're using a 2015 valuation to grant a lease in 2025 foot." He indicated that public servants halted the preparation of the lease between 2019 and 2022 upon discovering the discrepancies. The minister claimed the previous administration rushed the approval at its final cabinet meeting on April 17, 2025, just days before the general election. Hossein cited a WhatsApp voice note allegedly sent on the eve of the election by a former candidate working in the Attorney General's office. Quoting the message, Hossein said, "Basically what she is saying, Mr. Speaker, in the voice note is that the AG just gave the instruction. The file can't reach by you as yet. Proceed with the lease." He added, "What is strange about this is that they were hurrying this thing to the end that the night before the general election you have man from the AG office calling public servants to tell them prepare that lease you know. You know why, Mr. Speaker? They got wind that they were going to lose the general election."
So folks, I am going to start. All you hear that again? Privilege. Tommy, privilege. We know what privilege is. When we talk about privilege in this country, we know what it is. It's a privilege under the PNM. Certain type of privileges. But folks,
Fraud. Coming up next, fraud of the week.
So folks, my fraud of the week is Steve. My fraud of the week is Steve. And you know why Steve? Because Steve came in, right, and throwing stuff up on the wall. Of course, the PNM and the spaghetti theory. And when they don't stick, he either run or he put on the Balize tutu. One or the other. He's a fraud as they can come. My fraud of the week is Steve. Folks, put your fraud of the week in the chat. I don't know if Tommy wants to put a fraud of the week. My fraud of the week is Steve.
I was going with the Lion King.
All right, that's all right. Do you take that note? The Lion King. We have Steve as one and Lion King. The Santa Cruz Steve. Fraud of the week. Anthony Steve. Fraud of the week. Yeah, folks, put your fraud of the week. Yeah? Because he come with the googly gawk and try to see what will stick. And so far, nothing in stick. Nothing. Judy Ali Rowley. The Lion King. Folks, put your fraud of the week in the chat. And send. You could send also to the WhatsApp your fraud of the week. Andrew Rowley. Volsang. Steve. Volsang, is that Steve? Just Cool Rowley. Chris Suku Rowley. Come on, folks, send your fraud of the week. Send your fraud of the week. I know I know I kind of wait kind of late, you know. We had to do the fraud of the week. So we have that. Let me see. Let me go back to this other one here. Sorry about this one, eh? We have another one. Okay, here we go. We go get that one tomorrow. PNM senators. Michael said, vote for the next 25 years old PNM senator. Michael, you had to vote for one. We should know that balance.
That's too wide on net.
Huh?
You can't give all senators, you have to specify.
Yeah. That's a spoiled ballot. Spoiled ballot. I thought Gangashana Jajan Joseph, I thought you're supposed to donate 10% of your salary in tithes. Michael Jonetti, Rowley, Fraud of the Week. Peter Sami, PNM. Peter, you can't live in jail, man. Not in PNM. Rowley, Alam Ali Rowley. Nah. Hey, for Stan, you had to get one post, man. Smooth, Fraud of the Week, Rowley. So, folks, come on. We at
Fraud. Coming up next, fraud of the week.
Put your fraud of the week. Michael Scotland Rowley. Ishwar Singh Steve. Peter Sami Rowley. Fraud of the week. That's most fraud of the decade. Who's that? Oh, they're going after four. Alistair, who's your fraud of the week?
Ako dahil sa tako Keith Rowley by a distance.
Yeah, Tommy Keith Rowley.
I say Keith Rowley by a distance.
Okay, Michael George, fraud of the week, Rowley, Tommy. Go ahead. I'm Alistair. Fraud of the week. Michael George, fraud of the week, Rowley. I think Rowley go win it hands down. I think the Lion King go win it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the Lion King will win. Bennett Thomas Steve. Who's your fraud of the week?
The week is Rowley. And I just want to say good afternoon to everybody on the chat. And good afternoon to you and Uncle Wall Street. And it is amazing to lie down in my couch and listen to your program and to hear all the intelligent people that call in to talk about that Balize house and every nook and cranny of that Balize house where that money, where they get that money from to build that, and they can't come out with just one receipt.
No receipt.
I hear the man just say there about the concrete And when I think it over, I say, this Mr. really right. You supposed to have for every truckload that come and throw concrete. There, it is. Oh my God! You see, that's why I call it program. It really is about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It is about facts and not fiction and not fact. FAX. I love this program. Okay, guys. Yeah. Bye.
That is what
Thank you.
Kalai Batson, fraud of the week is Rowley. You know, Tommy, that is our mantra, and we stick to that mantra. And what we do, look, Marabella tell us about the 5%. We have to go and look for that 5% to come up with it, you know, Tommy. And we went and we looked for it, and we give you the facts. Yeah. Look, Anthony says, pay first system for all concrete work. Simple. So when we bring already facts, all they may not like it, and all they may be upset that we exposing the PNM, but we exposing them with facts. We ain't coming with lies and propaganda. Oh, you see, because listen, you see this? We just play this for a reason. We play this for a reason. We play this for a reason. There's a particular reason why we play this, because we want to bring you guys the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Listen.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Folks, don't forget, put your closing comments in the chats and your closing voice. Put your closing comments in the chats and your closing voice. Nyron.
Yes, Professor Wall Street. I was supposed to mention at the beginning, you spoke about the lawyers coming to represent the PNM. What went on with the CPEP court cases that the lawyers lost, or the PNM lawyers lost? Right. So right now the PNM and hire UNC lawyers then. That'll be. Can't pay for it. And I sent an article right after that one when with an independent senator stating all they had to keep all the receipts. Once unexplained wealth becomes law. So tell them boy them to keep the receipt. I when I was debating the law. Have a good day. Right, take it easy.
And another person coming want to ask, what about Cecil Hossain. Cecil Hossain come and say, explain your wealth. Why Olean asked Rudal Mulilan to explain his alleged $2 billion net worth? What business he have? Where the money came from? It's alleged, huh? Cecil. Is it Cecil or Cecil, Tommy?
Depends on who's saying it.
All right. So Cecil, if the TTPS wants to do an investigation, they could do an investigation. They could ask Jack Ona to explain as well too. They could ask Stuart Smallpin Young to explain as well. They could ask Faris Alwari to explain as well. What kind of googly gawk you come in with it? Really and truly. I mean, I don't know, boy. Like them just take things out of the air and say, you know what, I go talk about that. It's like, oh, you. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna keep me cool. Yeah, Marabella.
Yeah, Wall Street. One again for you. Yeah, what happened? I remember if it was Douglas Politics, or who it was that did that video, right? But somewhere that come out, right? That the majority of the workers on those PNM buildings were of from the Latin American country across next door.
Yeah.
Right? Now, seeing that the PNM is the black man party, now would be a good time for all the black people who got employment building those buildings to call in and say how much employment they got over those years in building the Balize homes. Let me see how much of the black people they really support.
Thank you.
All right.
My brother, my brother, I mean, you know, my brother playing games, you know. You know that, right?
He?
He playing games
Why you say?
because he asking answers.
Hmm.
My
Okay.
brother, you asking answers, you know. Point welcome. I don't even try to call. Welcome.
Right. So I want to add this last one before you lock off the program. Anna Roberts about 2 years ago did a show and one kid round and the PNM about that Balize house and he tell them when the shoes come on the other foot, he want the PNM and the contractor have all the receipts available because we coming. Locked on and listening.
So they have all the receipts. Have your receipts. Because the small man has to have receipts. Now, if you have a little parlor up in Chumaka Claventil and they investigate you, you have to have your receipts, right?
True.
You have to explain your wealth, right? So if you went from no parlor up in Chumaka to a parlor, right? You have to explain your wealth, right? So to me, I don't know if I should put this up or whatever it is. You know, but this is getting to be redundant. Understand? Redundant. Read on the screen. So can we give you the score?
16 for the Lion King. 7 for Steve.
That was it?
That's it.
Okay, all right. Okay, for folks, the winner of
Fraud. Coming up next, fraud of the week.
So the fraud of the week was no other than the Lion King. The former was fraud of the week. Folks, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna wrap up with our closing quotes and your closing quotes. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you, on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share a live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And as soon as you join us, don't forget, share that live. We thank you.
Yeah, as soon as you join us, man. Oh God, I'll tell you all a joke here. Anthony says, Cecil, let the police investigate you being stupid. Oh, Kalai Batson says, how could people in their right mind do posts like that, knowing they have cocoa in the sun? You know what I mean? Yeah. You see, I kind of surprised at you. David Ragunanan, if they were expecting to lose election, PNM that is, and rush to apply the lease, what did they expect incoming government to leave it as is? Yeah, they rushed to do it. They rushed to do it. And when it's investigated, they ball in. They're upset. Or they rush to fix all their people, right? And when it's being investigated, all they're getting upset. Don't be upset. Do not be upset. Okay, my closing comment. Let me read Miss Atlanta closing comment before I forget. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Blessed evening and night to you, Tommy and villagers. Thank you, Miss Atlanta. Tommy, I was vexed Norway lose last night, man.
Me too, man. I don't like how the ref treat them.
But Tommy, you know what people were saying? It was FIFA versus Norway. And with Argentina, they were saying it was FIFA versus who Argentina play again? I can't even remember. Who Argentina play? Hold on, Switzerland. Right? So it was FIFA versus Switzerland.
Yep.
So it was FIFA, right, versus Norway, and FIFA versus Switzerland. And you know what the result in all them will be?
FIFA wins.
FIFA must win. Or FIFA will lose. FIFA don't lose. You ever see FIFA lose? Or they will lose. I was watching that game and I couldn't believe it. Here's my closing comment.
Today, good morning, God. Today is Sunday, July 12th. Father, before anything else, I want to thank you for this new day. Thank you because, up to this point, you have cared for me in ways I could never have managed on my own. I have been protected by your grace, strengthened by your love, and guided by your hand throughout this entire week. Lord, on this Sunday, I choose to quiet my worries and rest my heart in you. I place into your care everything that troubles me, everything that has not yet happened the way I hoped, and everything that is beyond my strength. May your peace fill every area of my life. Renew my hope, strengthen my faith, and remind me that no challenge is greater than your power. Where there is weariness, bring rest. Where there is uncertainty, bring direction. Where there is sadness, pour out your joy. Father, help me see the blessings that often go unnoticed and recognize how faithful you have been in every detail of my life. Today, I choose to trust. I choose to believe that you are preparing a new week filled with opportunities, protection, and purpose. In Jesus' name, amen.
Where I said the clock on the wall, so that's all I like to say what I've got to. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard. For every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for your becoming. Go ahead, Tommy.
You ready for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. That's from Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Again, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Like I say every time, you the man in the mirror, you have to become that change that you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you give them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe out there. We'll see each other tomorrow, God willing. Till then, good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Let me say welcome to Anika there out in Australia. Thank you, Professor Washington, Uncle Tommy. Have a great week. Same to you, Anika. Anika, I ain't forget you. Okay. Anthony said, you have to know where you came from. Let me see. Right. Michael Scottman says, so until Monday, please, God willing. The Santa Cruz says, till tomorrow, God willing, stay blessed, stay safe, stay dry and hydrated, and stay away from frauds and PNM propagandists, Gordon and Steve. Yeah, 2 PNM propagandists and frauds. Yeah, fraud. Beulah, Anthony, Jescool, and others, love in the village. Correct is right, Beulah. Anthony, good afternoon, everyone. Have a great evening, my brothers and sisters. Be safe out there. God bless. And Joe, closing comment. Sunny days ahead. Keep strong and going. Be positive. Good evening, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you, Andrew. The Santa Cruz closing comments. I shall pass through this world but once. Any good day I can do, or any kindness that I can show to any human being, let me do it now. Let me not neglect, for I shall not pass this way again. Gandhi. Correct is right. Ninja Girl says, blessed Sunday evening, Professor Washington and Uncle Tom and everyone in the village. Locked on listening. Blessing. Thank you, Ninja Girl. Okay. Okay. Anthony says, have a great evening, everyone. Angie says, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all villagers, quite a full program. Thank you. And have a peaceful night ahead. We'll meet again tomorrow. Stay blessed. Yeah, boy. Today's program was jam-packed, boy. Anyway. So, folks, thank you. We see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel from 7 to 10 p.m. right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. We are out of here. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9, the world right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station. Let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9 broadcasting.